Alrighty, so let me go ahead and send out that Discord notification. Okay. So that's that and that. Okay. Let's go and close Discord. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. I started on time, but I actually have to use the bathroom a minute, so I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then as soon as I get back, we'll get started. So, yeah. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry, I was using the bathroom. Ooh, I just wanted to start on time, but I had to use the bathroom a minute. Okay. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. Oh boy, sub-story is my favorite, yeah. Probably going to be an interesting mixed bag today. We'll see how it goes. But I figured we'd clean up sub-stories today, and then next week we'll finish out the main story. Probably start Majima's storyline. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the game opened up in a minute. Yeah, if anybody has any sub-stories they really want me to do, now's the day to let me know. We should have access to most, if not all of them at this point. Okay. Okay. Where were we? Well, there's one over here. This one over here I've never been able to get working properly. Somebody else was saying they had the same problem, so Might just be kind of bugged. Let's go and do this one over here, I guess, over by the casino. See what's going on over there. Alright, what floor is this on? One of these floors has a sub-story on it. This is just a weapons dude. I don't think he has anything too interesting, right? No, he had the other dragons. Those are good. Later, man. I wonder if selling to all the weapon dealers increases their inventory, or just that one dude. I haven't done any more farming of money through the cabaret club yet. I'll probably do that over the weekend or something, maybe. Oh, this dude. Didn't we already fight this guy? Oh, long time no see, champ. How are ya? Not bad. How's the recovery go, buh? Not so great. Stuff getting the food you need when you're flat broke, you know? Never gonna heal if I don't get some good grub in my belly. A meaty yakiniku bento would be heaven right now. Yakiniku bento, huh? I actually have one of those. You mean like this? Whoa! You've been carrying that around? Sure I can have it? Yeah, I bought one of like everything, just in case, because I figured something like this would happen. Man, meat's the best, ain't it? Muscles need meat to grow, you know. And I'm feeling loads better now that I got a stomach full of protein. Reminds me of somebody else I know that likes to talk about protein a lot. What do you say, champ? You up for a fight? Sure, sounds good. Sure, I'll take you on. Oh, and same rules last time. No stabbing, no tasing, no shooting or any of that. And no blue fire moves. Too scary. Now let's do it. Okay. We do indeed. Cyclops Oba. That's kind of fun. I'm a little pretty much fully upgraded, so he didn't last too long, but it was kind of a fun fight. Man, you mopped the floor with me. Should have known this would happen after the beating you gave me last time. You're getting better, though. Thanks, man. Means a lot coming from you. Oh, yeah. And here's a little something from me. Tiger Crash Primer. Oh, nice. There's another one of my master books with all the nice pictures. It's basically my Bible. Give it a read when you get the time, yeah? Yeah, will do. And once I'm up for it, you better come back and find me again. You hear? Okay, so you can get some books that gives you some new battle skills here. That's good. Let me go ahead and read those and unlock the new skills then. Brutally slam an enemy to the ground, and while stepping on them, slam another right on top of them. Okay, so heat action. When you have an enemy in a chokehold, put them in to use by throwing them into another enemy. Okay. Oh, both of them are heat actions. Okay. Yeah, there are some like heat actions and stuff I think we still haven't unlocked because they're hidden behind certain sub-stories, so that'll be kind of nice to work on today. Maybe I should look them up so we can make sure we have we unlock everything by the end of the game. For now, though, let's see, what other sub-stories do we have here? We don't actually have a lot. There's the Mahjong thing I really don't want to do. There's that one over there. There's that one that's bugged. Oh, we might be able to go back up and, like, talk to him again, actually, it looks like. I imagine he gets unlocked as you beat him and, like, get further in the plot, so let me just double check and see if he's back up there again. Yep, okay. Yo, champ! How's it hanging? Hey there, Yaroba. Are you feeling better yet? I think I'm close. Just gotta go for the final push. If I only had some kind of fuel to reignite the smoldering embers of my fighting spirit. How about a stamina XX? I just gotta chug one of those and I'll make it a full recovery for sure. Stamina XX, huh? You're good, man. Oh man, this is just what I was hoping for. Bottoms up. That is a 10. I can feel my muscles practically bulging out of my body. One-eyed monster is back in business. Cyclops Oba's gonna dominate the world of wrestling. You ready for our last sparring match, champ? Let's do this, baby. You know the rules by now, yeah? No weapons, no scary flame moves that would probably kill a guy. Sure, sounds good. Hope you're ready for my full power, champ. Here we go! All right. Ah. Right, I forgot I can't really do any charger moves here, can I? Oh, I can. I just can't do any heat actions or anything and use weapons, so. Let's get out of this corner. I can't really see what's going on over there. We still thinking P4 remake is this year? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It seems like fairly likely. If we are gonna get it, they'll probably announce it like later in the summer or something. Yeah, you actually got close to beating me that time. You're pretty good at full power. Thanks. I think I'm finally ready to get back in the ring at the Coliseum. So you're fully recovered? You betcha. I'm gonna head over there now and enter an exhibition. Gotta get the crowd pumped for my big comeback. Good luck, Oba. Oh, and I got one last thing for you. This is my prized possession, and I want you to have it, champ. Mighty Primer. My master died before he finished this one, so only the people closest to him ever saw it. Might be a memoir, but he still filled it with pictures. I appreciated that part. I don't think I can take this, Oba. It sounds really important to you. It's all good. I got it totally memorized. Besides, it makes me happy to see my master's teaching going out into the world, you know? So I'll see you later, champ. I like Oba. That's a little fun little sub-story. You get to fight him progressively stronger. You have decent restrictions, which make that fight a bit more interesting. And you get a good reward for it. Overall, a pretty solid sub-story. Oh my gosh, the muscles on that. The Essence of Might. Slam a ridiculous amount of strength. Requires a ridiculous amount of strength. Slam the enemy face first into the ground. Okay. Heat action. Okay. So there's the Essence of Odin, which I assume we have to do a sub-story, and then that'll unlock that, and then there's a few more heat actions we can unlock somehow. And then there's a few more of these as well. Do I have a primer I haven't been reading? Let me just double check that I don't have like a skill somewhere that I haven't been reading. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, it's pretty likely that we get P4 remake this year. We'll see, though. Maybe they'll save it for next year for leading up to the 10th anniversary. But I feel like they're probably going to release P4 this remake this year and then like P6 next year. I could be wrong, though, but that seems fairly likely to me at this point. All right. There's a sub-story over here. I should stop at the restaurant around the corner and heal up a minute. Okay. So let's go around here. The other thing we could do today too is we could look up where the last couple keys are for each area. Since we have most of the keys, so. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there's one guy left. Oh yeah, I should check my new heat actions and see how I actually use them, so that way I can try them out. What was it? While holding chopsticks. Is chopsticks a weapon we can equip? Where can we get chopsticks from? Hello. Essence of chopstick mastery. Huh. Maybe you can buy it from like some place and hold on to them, or you can like find them on the ground somewhere. Ooh, you could pull out nails and teeth in this game with the pliers. Okay. So wait, there is a syringe heat action. I just didn't have it before. Huh. So I'm just kind of going through all my heat actions. I think I've done most of these, but some of them I haven't done. Some things that like require a syringe or like the salt shaker, or I guess chopsticks. I should definitely grab a pair of chopsticks or something. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do some preparation. Basically, my plan is just to do some preparation over the weekend and get some good weapons and stuff, because we're gonna go into the and the rest of the story here pretty soon. So hopefully the idea is we can get a bunch of weapons and stuff to have fun with during the like last couple sections of the story, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, all right, one thing at a time. Pretty good, Majima. How are you? How'd that stuff go with your kitchen and everything?
Oi.
Hey, man. Just got something real special in stock. Want to take a peek?
Oh.
What? Well, let me tell you, man. Not everybody gets an opportunity like this. Shit's so rare, I can't even keep it in stock. I admit, I'm a little curious what he's selling. If you're selling something, just tell me what it is. You can drop the sales pitch. Take it easy, man. Easy. Oh, and I can't tell you. It's a secret. You won't regret buying it, though. Trust me. Or at least try to. Anyway, this thing will set you back a mere 330 grand. You in? You expect me to pay that much when I don't even know what I'm buying? I know. You're thinking it's a scam. And who knows what else, but you'll be cursing yourself if you pass this up. Oh. Alright, man. I'll slash the price, just because I don't want you to miss out. How about 20 grand? Damn good deal, bro. Oh, fine. I'll buy it. I have 2 million on me. 20 grand ain't that much. If you scam me, I'll just beat it out of you. Sure, if you insist. Attaboy. Making a damn good decision here. Let's see that 220k then. Thanks a ton, man. Here you go. Now, about what you just bought. It's in a coin locker. Not something you can carry around in the open, you know? Here's the key to the locker. And be discreet, yeah? Your treasure awaits on Taihei Boulevard. Go and claim it. Well, this is definitely a scam, but at least it's one of the keys we need for the lockers. Like I said, if we get through all the sub-stories today, which seems kind of unlikely, we can start... I can look up where the last couple keys are. Sorry, what's this bad news, Majima? Okay. Won't be Majima anymore. Oh well. It'll only just be less confusing when I'm trying to talk to you in chat, I suppose. Alright, let's go grab that, what was ever in that locker a minute. And then we can, see maybe if I have any more to unlock. Because I think I've got, like, a couple of lockers left in both this and Satonbori. Okay. Yeah, that is one thing that's kind of interesting. Oh, that's funny. Because one group's already aggroed onto me, that enemy group didn't aggro onto me. Is like with Twitch, a lot of people's usernames are either original or meant to be said out loud. But with YouTube, a lot of the times people weren't thinking about people saying it out loud when they made their account name. So sometimes you get some like stuff that's like, I don't know, Phantom Thief Joker or whatever. Suspicious video. I think what we got out of the locker that he mentioned was the suspicious videos, so. Oh, we have plenty of keys left here in Kamurocho. But Majima is always everywhere. A videotape. What the hell is so damn special about this that's worth 20k? Guess I better rush it at the video store. Fusion should be the closest one. Okay. Yeah, we don't actually have too many sub-stories left on this map, because there's this one that we're doing now, there's the one that's bugged, there's this one over here, and then there's the Mahjong one. And then we have a couple more over on Satonbori, so we can do those. And then yeah, I guess we'll just look for the coin lockers today. Maybe we could do some more cabaret club stuff, make some money, just kind of clean up some side stuff. Do you know what you're gonna change it to already? Yeah, it's just a different in cultures in YouTube versus Twitch. Because obviously Twitch is a majority streaming platform, whereas YouTube is a majority video platform. So the only time people already would like look at your profile is most of the time if either you're trying to post videos or if you're commenting on videos. So okay. Guess I should go watch the video I got from that guy. Not expecting much here. Alright, eyes down. Or sorry, eyes up. Eyes... Look at them in the eye. Look them in the eye. Okay. Alright. Suspicious video. Let's go with this one. Oh, is this an up skirt video or something? This is from a hidden camera. The placement's kind of off, though. All it shows are the people's feet and legs. Wait, isn't that Cafe Alps? Should probably tell them about this. Have a nice day. The owner of the Cafe Alps probably doesn't know there's a camera filming people's legs. Okay, eyes down. Eyes down. Okay. Alps is... Where is Alps? Alps is all the way over there. Might want to take a cab. Where's the nearest cab? Out and to the left. Right, over by where Majima does his, zombie thing. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of stoked for Yakuza Dead Souls. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna be a fun kind of dumb game that I can like just turn my brain off and play. I think it'll be fun. Let's see. Cafe Alps is down there, so this should be close enough. I know it's kind of like one of those like weird games in like the series, which is kind of saying something because it's Yakuza. You got Dead Souls? No, but I can get it. It's on PS3, like the PSN store for PS3, so I'll just buy it there. Same with that like one where you play as like animals in like a ruined Tokyo. Was it like the Evolution game or whatever? Hey man, I got something I want to report. Hey, can I talk to your manager for a second? Of course, sir. Is there a problem, sir? Well, yes and no. Ooh, what's wrong? I think your place is being taped with hidden cameras. What? Why would someone do that? I couldn't tell you, but I think the camera should be right around down there. All right, sir. Let me just have a look. Yeah, it's like 20 bucks on like PSN for PS3. So, what the? There really is a camera there. Who would do such a thing? Do you have any ideas? Now that I think about it, one of our seasonal employees has been volunteering to clean the floors after hours. I told him he didn't need to do that, but he seemed so earnest. Maybe he was afraid you'd find the camera if you cleaned the floors yourself. Then, it's really him? Kunishi-kun, come out for a second. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? This gentleman just informed me of a camera that's apparently been taping our store. You know anything about this? Surely you would have caught this while you were cleaning the floor. Yeah. Nope. I don't know a thing, sir. All right, I'll believe you. Why don't we see if there's a tape in the camera? Good idea. Oh, this writing on the label sure does resemble the writing on your orders, Konishi-kun. Yeah. Nope. Definitely not mine. Konishi-kun, I didn't want to do this, but would you mind if we had a look through your bag? It wasn't me. Hey, where do you think you're going? He ran towards Ibisu pawn shop. Okay. Yeah, he does. Ain't nothing for you past here, buddy. Need something? Did you see a kid run past here? Look, we ain't the neighborhood watch. Why don't you just turn around? Yeah. Sorry, but this is the way I'm going. I'm trying to find someone. Oh, yeah? Well, too bad. You don't get to go past us. So the kid's working for you. Shut it! Come on, let's beat his brains out. Hi. Yeah. Alright. Okay, buddy. You, come here. Dumpstered. Absolute dumpstered. Damn it! There you are. What? Your muscle's gone. It's time to tell the truth. I'm so sorry. I set the camera up. Those Yakuza thugs said they'd pay me big bucks if I got some upward shots of Cafe Alp's clientele. They knew how much of debt I've racked up, so it wasn't an offer I could refuse. Even then, I should have known I'd get caught eventually. I've really messed up things for the Alps owner, huh? I'm so sorry. And the tapes? Where are they? Right! Here, take them! I don't want any part of this anymore. That kid really was the culprit. Here, you handed over the tapes. I can't thank you enough, sir. By the way, I heard a Konishi-kun turned himself in. I always thought he was a diligent and a sharp kid. To say this is shocking would be an understatement. He wasn't all bad, though. The only thing on his mind when he gave me the tapes was how much he'd hurt you. Really? That's a relief. Anyway, here, allow me to thank you. 200,000 yen. You did a great service to my store today, sir. I'll never forget this. Okay. Yeah, kind of an interesting little sub-story. Not bad. Better than, like, the usual scams type sub-story. And you do get a return on your money at the end. All right, I think there's one more sub-story over here next to the this over here. And then, yeah, the other ones is Mahjong, which I don't really want to touch if I don't have to. And, yeah. Just mostly selling to pervy guys, really. They wouldn't care if they couldn't make money off of it, right? And then we could go ahead and head over Satonbori and see how many sub-stories are left over there. Okay. Hey, man. What's up? What's up, my boy? Excuse me? Didn't mean to holler at you, man. Name's Michael Noya, the most banging hip-hop artist on the raw streets of Kamurocho. Think I could bother a brother to listen to my new mix? Shit's gonna be lit. I was gonna make sure it's got soul, too. You ready for the sickest flow to hit your ear holes, bro? Sure, I'll give it a listen. Hip-hop? I feel like I've heard Haruka mention that genre once or twice. I guess it wouldn't hurt to know what's popular nowadays. Sure, I'll give it a listen. Word up, brother. Time to start the flow. Check it. The name's DJ Michael, and I'm here to say, oh gosh, I'm leeching off my parents hardcore. Already in my 30s, miss me with that bore. Talent don't hit till you got a little age. Mama says I'm useless, but soon I'll take the stage. Got a negative balance soaking in the bank, but parties at my pad are straight up dank. My mama says she don't even know me anymore. My pop says he's gonna kick me out the door. I ain't a girl, ain't got no cash, but if you're tripping, I'll get medieval on your ass. Life at home rules, cause I don't gotta pay. My mama rocks dinner and then I hit the hay. Don't want a job, just wanna drop beats. Girls swing by, give them all treats. Never leaving home, never leaving home. Never leaving home, never leaving home. Oh my gosh. Phew, what do you think? Give it to me straight, bro. I can take it. I think I'm gonna puke, dog. Sorry, but that was maybe the worst thing I've ever heard. At least my inability to rap is accurately translating to this vocal performance. Yeah, I know. I've known for a while my rap game wasn't up to snuff. I didn't want to accept it. Real talk? I've been thinking of dropping off the music scene altogether. Guess I should really go through with it, huh? Maybe I'll go work on my family's grape farm or something. Be better off picking grapes than spitting rhymes. Here, I don't need this anymore. You can have it, man. Michael Noya's self-produced CD. Thanks. Well, later. What can I possibly do with this CD? Maybe the guy over at Stardust can use it. Curie's like, I don't want this. Who can I pawn this off to? Oh, do we need to watch it first? I think we just take it over to Stardust, don't we? Can we watch it anywhere? It's not a CD. It's not a like VHS. It's like a CD. Can you even watch that over at like Fusion or whatever? No, the only thing I know about, I don't know, the only really conversations I've ever had about rap in real life is one time a coworker was arguing with another one, and they were like, hey, whitest person we know, what do you think of mumble rap? And I was like, I don't know anything about rap. I've listened to like one person rap like ever, and like one rapper ever, and I'm like, mumble rap sounds kind of dumb because I thought the whole point of rap was like rhymes and like, I don't know, being able to like be quick on your feet. So like the idea that you're just mumbling into a microphone and that's how somehow it's supposed to be rap just sounds kind of dumb to me. But again, I don't really listen to much of it, so. All right, let's go pawn this off on somebody else. Kiryu doesn't even want this in his infinite pockets. He's like, I want to get rid of this. Excuse me, you there. May I have a word? I'm a humble writer, hoping to compose my magnum opus set in the savage streets of Kamurocho, but I lack inspiration. You seem to be a man of the world. Would you have anything of note? Something that bears the anguished cries of our nation's youth? I do have that horrible rap CD. It's possible those cries would be a little too anguished for this guy, though. Well, I did just get this CD from a kid who seemed pretty unhappy. Can't say I'd recommend it, though. A CD, you say? That would be perfect. I have yet to upgrade to those MP3 players. You know what? Forget it. It's really not worth the trouble. No, please! I must know what the youth of this era think of the rampant corruption in our city. If you insist, man, you could have it. But don't blame me for the pain in your ears later, okay? This blank disc modest exterior surely conceals the incredible might held within. Now for the true test. I shall hear it. What is this? Hey, are you okay? This is quite a marvelous shock indeed. Every fiber of my being is letting out a scream of excruciating pain. I feel as though my skin will slough off my body. I had no idea someone could eat away at my soul in such a manner. Is this the hollowness of the youth of today feel? That's not the response I was expecting. I shall channel these emotions directly into my masterpiece. Please, if you give me this CD, I will give you this pen in exchange. You really liked it? Not at all. And yet, it is perfect. Farewell. I don't think he's a fan of it. I think he says it causes him excruciating pain, but he's like a tortured artist type, so I guess that's what he was looking for. People are into the strangest things. Maybe the clerk over at Ibuso will know how much this fountain pen is worth. Yeah, it's another one of those trading up sub-stories, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, rich boy. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. Majima, I'm borrowing this. Dang, 3 different ones? Alright. Let's head down there. Who's after me? Is it a rich dude or just some random punk? Oh no, it's a rich dude. Give me your money! Alright. I've successfully defended myself from that very intimidating man. Ah! Wait! Who are you? Sorry. This may sound weird, but some old fart just gave you a fountain pen over by Stardust, right? That's right. Can I have it? Please? Why? Oh, sorry. Let me back up a bit. My name's Kaorin. I'm a cosplayer. I'm going Gothic Lolly at my next con, but I need something to, draw attention to my chest. You know, to stand out. That's when I saw that pen. It's big, stylish, and a perfectly deep black. It'll be the finishing touch in the neckline of my costume. Please? I need that pen. Very Yakuza sub-story. Very Yakuza sub-story. Fine, if you need it that badly. Yay, yay, yay! Thank you so much. My pics from this con are gonna be everywhere. Wait, if you saw me all the way down at Stardust, why didn't you just stop me there? A big, burly, Yakuza-looking dude like you? I was too scared, to be honest. But seeing you head towards the pawn shop, I guess I found my courage. I'm glad you're so nice. Thank you? Oh, here. Why don't you get these boots as a trade? I've only worn them for one costume. I already retired, so they're practically brand new. Chic boots. But thanks, mister. Bye now.
Boy.
Hey, what am I gonna do with these? Ah, she's gone. I don't really want Haruka wearing these. Maybe the mom over Earth Angel can find him a home? Kiryu and his, like, endless grabbing of junk from other people, I guess. I like how his first thought is like, well, I can't give these to Haruka. I need to find something else to do with these. Besides just, like, tossing them in the bin or donating them or something. I'm just gonna kind of ignore fights for the most part, I think. Not much point in doing random fights if we don't have to. Just gonna slow us down while we're running from one place to another. And I have infinite sprint, so if I want to, I can just kind of ignore them. All right. Hey, you guys look pretty down. What's wrong? Sounds like this lady's really down on her luck. Yep. The name's Suzuki. I lost something. Something real important. My mom made me this scarf when I was little, just for me, and then she passed away. And after I got blackout drunk last night, the scarf was gone when I woke up. Some daughter I am. Was that the only thing you had to remember your mom by? That was the only thing you had to remember your mom by. All I know is that I was over in Children's Park last night. That's it. I seem busy. Maybe I'll come back later. Hey, you! Sorry? If you find my scarf, bring it back. Okay, buddy? It ought to be somewhere near Children's Park. I search high and low, but maybe you'll find better luck. Do me a solid, fella. Alright, I'll bring you the scarf if I find it. Thank you. And they did the funny thing where Nishiki and Ichiban have the same VA even in the English dub. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Probably do a decent job. Okay. Weird that we have to go and get the scarf. It's not like we're trading the boots for like a scarf or something. We're like going to get the scarf. Kind of a deviation for this kind of a quest, but anyway, let's take a cab over there so we don't have to walk all the way across Kamurocho, or run across, I guess. I remember how in Zero I didn't like use the cabs at all, but like the more I've played these games, the more I've started to use the cabs, because getting around Kamurocho, even when you have infinite sprint, can take a minute. Oh gosh. That's kind of funny, but sad. Feel bad for that guy. Like, imagine being the VA, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do the karaoke songs. All right, give us your best attempt. 2 hours later. All right, we're gonna need to get somebody else in here for this, I guess. Oh, jeez. Hey, mind telling me where you got that scarf? You want my stuff, man? Well, you can't have it. An angel gave me this scarf. An angel? I found her passed out drunk on a bench right there, so I put a box over to keep her warm. She gave me the scarf by way of thanks. I ain't ashamed to wear pink. Loud and proud. Besides, it's warm. It smells like an angel. Okay, but here's the problem. She was blackout drunk last night, and she doesn't even remember giving it to you. She's looking for it now, actually. What? But she handed it to me. No take-backs. If you want the scarf, you gotta give me something in return. What do you want? Something warm. Something that'll smell like a woman. Uh-huh. He's not wearing any shoes. Oh, gosh. Hey, I've noticed you're not wearing any shoes. Would you trade me for the scarf for these boots? Boots? I guess that ain't so bad. Wait, these are woman's boots. I can smell her. Yeah, and the girl who gave them to me was a young cosplayer, so... Deal! I'd trade my soul for these babies! Oh, man. So warm and comfy, and the scent of a woman is wafting up towards me with every step. I'm gonna be living my best life, buddy. Glad they're working for you, and thanks for the scarf. Alright, I should get the scarf back to the woman at the Earth Angel. Hopefully she's still there. I'm interested in the funny thing that they already cleared song 0 for and he's secret, so they already have recordings of him singing them, and they're in the game, but they still felt the need to go back and make another dude just for the 0 dub. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I guess they didn't want to like just reuse them. Huh. Well, what was the point then? Like, if they're gonna get a different dude to do it anyway, why not just use the original? Like, I would understand if they wanted the new English VA or whatever for Kiryu to like actually do the like karaoke songs, because usually the VA does the karaoke songs, but if they're gonna just replace them anyway, what's the point? Just use the ones you already have, I guess. Is it still the same VA that everybody's kind of like iffy about, that one YouTuber or whatever for Kiryu's VA for English VA, or is it somebody else? Here's your scarf. Try not to give it to homeless men again. Yeah, still young, yay. Oh boy. But yeah. Yeah. Hey, is this your scarf? That's it! Where did you find it? Well, you probably don't want to know. Thanks all the same. You should probably watch that, by the way. I'll never forget what you did for me tonight. Here, let me thank you. Swish watch. This isn't cheap. Are you sure you want to give it to me? Oh, don't sweat it. I got it from a Nex, so I'm glad to be rid of it, actually. Pawn it off for all I care. Thanks. I'm so happy to have my scarf back. Sorry, Mom. Time for a celebratory drink. Wait, why does it smell like an old man? Haven't you drank enough? Go home already. I never imagined anything would come from that terrible CD. Heh. Maybe I should give hip-hop another chance. Maybe in the next game, Kiryu. Bakamitai. Anyway. It's even weird because Kanji Tang, who is Ichiban, and now Nishiki sings in the 7 dub, but for some reason in the 0 dub they have another voice actor from 7 to sing for Nishiki instead. Huh. That is weird. Yeah, who knows? Whatever. Realistically, I'm probably never going to play these games with the English dub, unless it's like the original PS2 versions and we want to hear the like funny bad voice acting for the PS2 versions, or we're just messing around with stuff. At least for a first playthrough, I'm probably always going to pick the Japanese dub. Okay. Which I know sounds weird because I don't speak Japanese, but yeah. I don't know, it would feel weird at this point, honestly, to swap over to the English dub. It kind of threw me off when even in the Japanese dub, some of the, in the pirate one, like, because they're in Hawaii, there's some, like, English voice lines. It just felt, like, off from, like, some of the random NPCs and stuff. This place is pirate heaven! Gosh. Yeah. The Hawaii stuff makes sense. It just threw me off to hear, like, English voice acting in the Japanese dub. So this is that golf center thing. That's kind of hard, but we could try it. Not sure what this is over here, so let's go see what that one is. And then there's a couple down here. Okay, so we have a few sub-stories in this area. Okay. I guess I should just walk over there. Although some of the English voice lines are like, there's so few of them and they kind of stand out. So I just kept hearing the same ones over and over again. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, it makes sense for the Hawaii thing, right? Or maybe like a place with a lot of tourists or something. Oh, here's one of the businesses we need for the Millionaire League. I guess I'll buy those if I see them around. They're probably all up north here. No. Oh, so last time we threw 15 people in the river. Let's see how many we throw in the river today between sub-stories and everything in Satonbori. So that's one. And we have to hear the sploosh because we're on the bridge, so you can technically throw them over and them not land in the water. So that's two. Ah. That's three. Like the Japanese only game probably also has these problems. Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. Or like what problems specifically you're talking about. I'm too busy counting how many people I'm throwing over this side. Okay, come here, dude. Here, we're gonna do something a little different. We'll do this heat action. That should be 4, right? Yeah, 4. And then there's 5. Okay. So that's 5 people. Oh no, wait, that guy landed on the didn't land in the water, did he? I think he might have. It's hard to tell because the battle ended. I think we'll say 5. We'll say 5. Yeah, I think he did. He should have. Okay, so that's 5 people that we've thrown in the river today. We'll see how many we get to. Yeah, we only have like 2 more lockers over here, which I suppose one of them could be hidden behind a sub-story, so I guess we'll see. The repetitive voice lines for NPCs is just not obvious because you don't understand what they're saying. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's probably true to some extent as well. Yeah. Oh, this dude wanted that figurine, right? Model 12? Yeah. Not sorry. Okay, so where would we get a Model 12 of these things? Would it be like... I'm not sure on that one, actually. Here, let me just double check real quick. Where is sub-stories here? Oh, that's the Mahjong one. Couple I haven't started. I met a guy who's looking for a Space Samurai figure Model 12. I should be able to get figures at Papo and Fukusho. Oh, okay. Oh. Is this the one he's looking for? A very rare action figure from the epic anime Space Samurai, very popular amongst elementary school students. It's considered basic manners for an adult to buy no more than 5 at a time. Question, do any of the, do any of the games have like a room or something to like decorate and stuff with stuff you can buy or whatever? Oh right, I can only buy 5 at a time because it's basic manners. Oh, I do have 12. I have like 3 of the 12s. I wonder if I can get all of them. There might be an achievement for getting all of them. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys mentioned that the room that you stay in the pirate game is the same one that Ichiban stays in. Oh, I didn't say hi yet, Corgi, did I? Hi. You can put a whole ass truck in Ishiban's room if you really want to. Okay. Yeah, I've never really gotten into Animal Crossing. I've played a little bit of like Harvest Moon and games like that, but I haven't really gotten to Animal Crossing itself. So let's see, I'm still missing 3, 4. I have 5, 6, 7. I'm still missing Model 8 and 11. 8 and 11. There's 11, so I still need 8. There's 8. Okay, so now I have 1 of everything, and then I have 6 of the 12s, which you wanted. Is this the one you wanted? That's a...
Boy.
Hey, calm down. It's just a figure. Right. Apologies. Anyway, will you give me the Model 12? Sure, sounds good. I'll trade with you. You will? Kiryoshi, you're a god amongst men, a god amongst gods. I shall erect a shrine in your honor to celebrate this miracle. I'd rather you didn't. Ah, apologies. I let my excitement get the better of me. Here's my end of the bargain. Oh, Space Samurai figure Model 3. I think I already have one of those, but whatever. My dearest wish has finally come true. This is what true friendship is. No, this is deeper than friendship. We may not have emerged from the same womb, but I consider you to be a beloved brother. I hope we can meet again someday. Farewell. Collecting things sure does seem to energize people. Indeed it does. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Alright. Poor kids and trying to get Pokemon cards these days. I like how they're categorized as valuable. Can you zoom in on these at all? No, you really can't. Jagamo, Ninjin, Korin. I imagine these models are from something that they just had on hand anyway. Aren't there actual samurai spin-off games or whatever? Maybe that's what this is from. Yeah, seems like it from one of the games. What's this poster? The Jack in the Box with cards. Some sort of gambling poster. And then a liquor poster. Okay. If only I could read what it actually says. Alright. Looks like another couple we have down here, over here. Yeah, we're pretty close to being caught up on all the sub-stories that are currently available. It does look like there might be some that are not currently available or something, or maybe some that are hidden behind future chapters or Platinum Adventure or something. Because there's plenty of ones down here. You know what's one that we should double check on is that one for the Coliseum. Because there's that sub-story for beating up that dude's older brother or whatever that in the Coliseum, and I don't know if I ever did that one or not. There's Two Samurai, there's Kenzan, which came out between Yakuza 2 and 3, and then there's Ishin, which came out between Yakuza 5 and 0. Right, because that's the one that everybody says 6 has the same combat as that one, but just without the swords, so it kind of gets a little bit funky sometimes, since it has a very similar combat system just without swords. No, Zero's has Ishin's combat without swords. Oh, okay, I see. My bad. Or maybe somebody else did say that at one point, and as well about 6. That could be as well. Or like Yakuza 5 or 6 or whatever. I don't know. Maybe somebody said that about one of the other games as well. Because I remember that being a topic of discussion while I was playing Zero, I think. But it's been like several months, so the details are a little hazy. That makes sense, yeah. Hey, did you see the news? Waste not, want not seems to be the RGG motto. Hey, did you see the news? They're making a Yakuza Sunset 4.
Cool.
Wonder if this one will be any good. Sunset 3 cut out all the best parts, you know. Well, that's what happens when you change directors. 1 and 2 were so perfect, how could they hope to top them? Beats me. But hey, they're filming this next one right here in Satonbori. I saw them scouting over by Bishimon Bridge. You serious? Come on, let's try and make it as extras. I'm ready for my big screen debut. Wouldn't be much of a debut if you're on screen for 2 seconds without a single line of dialogue. Yeah, I figured that was a meta joke of some kind. Sounds like they're shooting a Yakuza movie around here. I guess the locale works. Yakuza Sunset. Oh gosh, what's going on over here?
Boy.
Hey, put the knife down. Leave me alone. I'm gonna run this bastard through, and ain't nobody stopping me. Let's see what you got, bitch. Stolen. Hey, nobody's stabbing anyone today. Just calm down and let's talk about it. None of your goddamn business. I'm... Guess you don't got it in ya. What's going on here? Fuck if I know. Lady just runs up to me out of nowhere, yelling about she's gonna kill me. Bet she poured all her cash into a host club. Now she's taking it out on the first host she finds. The original English version of Yakuza 3 deleted so much content because they thought that Western players wouldn't enjoy it. Oh, that's right. I think you mentioned that, right? That there was like some stuff that got deleted from 3 originally. Well, thank goodness. Well, I'm playing 3 remastered, so that should have all the content, right? Anyhow, I got a jet. Be careful, you hear? I like how that host guy was just like, if you're gonna stab him, you just go through with it already. Stab me or don't. I got places to be, man. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Because it sucks so much that they didn't even bother to include it. Okay. Okay. My name is Yuriko. I got a sister, much younger than me. Miki. Up till last year, she was working here at Satonbori. But she got scammed. Those horrible men took everything she had. But not even that was enough for them. One day, they kidnapped her, locked her up, abused her, kept her in a cage like some kind of wild dog. It's been a whole year since. The cops haven't lifted a damn finger. I finally figured out who has her, though. That bastard's one of them. When I saw him, I just couldn't hold it back anymore. I was gonna use this knife and get him back at him for what he did, but I couldn't muster the courage. Okay. Well, it seems like we're in the middle of this heavy sub-story, and then I guess we'll go mess around with that, which seems to be like very light-hearted meta poking and prodding. That was the right choice. Killing that man won't find your sister any faster. There's smarter ways to go about that. What's your name? It's Kiryu. You're right, Kiryu-san. Stabbing him ain't gonna bring Miki back. This is kind of a long shot, but have you ever seen Miki before? She looks like this. Well?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't say I have. Right, of course you haven't. Miki and I, we lost our parents years ago. She's the only family I got left. I want to help her, but there's nothing I can do. The cops ignore me. People don't take me seriously. Hell, I don't even have the guts to stab one of the bastards who took her. Kiryu-san, I know this is crazy for me to be asking this, but do you think you can help find Miki for me? I'll do anything you want if you manage to find her. Just, please, save my sister. I'm begging you, Kiryu-san. Sure, sounds good. I like how it's just the standard, like, sub-story, like, sure, sounds good reply. If it means making sure you don't end up a murderer, then I'll help as best I can. Oh, Kiryu-san, thank you so much. Let's talk details. Oh no, silly music is playing. You said you have info on the guys who kidnapped Miki, right? What do you know? I have pictures. Here. The first one's a host named Yagi. He's the guy who was just here. He makes his money by targeting lonely single ladies. This guy's absolute scum of the earth. The second vote's a man named Kajiwara, realtor. At least that's what he calls himself. More like a land shark, if you ask me. Folks around here despise him. As for the last photo, it goes by Kojima. Ain't nobody's sure if that's his real name, though. Wait, are these like devs or something? Guy's impossible to pin down. If I had to guess, I'd say he's the one running the whole operation. He looks like a regular old businessman on the outside, but somehow he's one of the richest men in the country. No way he's getting all that through legal means. These are the guys who's got Miki. I'm sure of it. Okay, I'll see what I can find out. You got a real heart of gold, Kiryu-san. I can't find the words to tell you how much this means to me. The first guy, Miyagi, is working in a club by East Street. I'm counting on you, Kiryu-san. That man has infinite wealth. Yeah, I'm pretty looking forward to trying some of the RPG Yakuza stuff for sure. People seem to be have hyped up Ichiban as a protagonist, and it'll be interesting to see them with the RPG aspects. But we got a ways to get there, I guess. One thing at a time. It's kind of funny. The other day, my uncle, who, you know, used to be big into video games, like around the Halo 2, like early Battlefield days, asked me, hey, so you're doing that streaming thing. What have you been playing lately? And I was like, and he's like, and I was like, well, I'm playing a game, and I was like, how do I explain Persona 4? And so I tried, and I was like, it's a murder mystery with like high schoolers, and you gain powers by overcoming the dark parts of yourself. He's like, oh. I'm like, how do I explain Yakuza? Well, you beat people up, and you're Yakuza. How do I explain Yakuza or Persona 4 to a guy who was big into like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Halo? Like how, like even if he was pretty well meaning, and it was like clear to him, like, oh, I see, okay. But it's just like, how do I explain this? That's him. Well, Yagi, one of the guys who kidnapped Miki. Hey, I remember you. That bitch cool off yet? She was out of her freaking mind, let me tell you. Do you know this girl? That's... I mean, I've never seen her before. Might have been one of my customers over at the club, but you can't expect me to remember every chick who sets foot in there, can you? Strange. I met someone who claims you conned her. Oh yeah? Bring him here. Ain't nobody supposed to know about that. That is incriminating as heck. So you do know her. Where is she? No fucking clue. I was just doing what Kajiwara asked when I nabbed her. Girl could be anywhere by now. Last memory I got is tying her up and having some fun. Girl's got a great pair on her, believe me. Anyways, I don't know how you're connected to all this, but it looks like I'm gonna have to shut you up for good. Get ready to die, asshole. Yeah, it kinda does. Saints Row is another game series that would be kind of fun to try at some point. Mostly the older ones. I heard the more recent one was kinda both in gameplay and story, but yeah. Just like a lot of California stereotypes for like the characters.
Boy.
Tell me where Kajiwara is. I don't freaking know. Best guess he'd be at the golf center. Guy's always got his clubs on him. Good. If you don't want to deal with me again, then I suggest you relocate. Scum like you don't belong on the streets. But yeah, the way to explain Yakuza anybody's game and try to become idols and they actively... I don't know, I feel like that doesn't really, like, encapsulate Yakuza. Because how do you explain, like, the plot of, like, everybody secretly being a Korean in this game? Or the, like, whole, like a dragon aspect and, like, how tattoos are, like, define a person's personality. And, like... how like there's heat actions where like you burn somebody's face with a iron and they're fine afterwards. Oh shoot, I should be throwing off people off bridges. My bad, guys. I should be throwing them off the bridge. I don't know, it feels hard to... it's hard to explain Yakuza in like very easily. Or like how there's like an entire like mini game about taking pictures of real women in this game as they like pose in like softcore you know, or how you like run a host club or a hostess club. Like how am I like, I was going to say, yeah, there's this whole side story thing or like side activity with the hostess club, right? I was gonna try to explain that and I was like, wait, how do I explain a hostess club to him? I don't, like, how am I supposed to explain a whole hostess club? So I ended up just explaining the like Majiba like construction agency thing, because like that was like something at least I could like put into words. Like, how do I explain like the whole concept of a hostess club and then explain that you run the hostess club and then explain that there's like a whole mini story where you fight like in hostess club battles against an evil hostess club and then you like recruit the girls? Like like how do you explain all that, right? Like it's very hard to explain all that. I don't know, like you could eventually, but like trying to give somebody an elevator pitch about like Yakuza is just wild. There's a lot of video games where if you try and give people an elevator pitch about them and they have like their only frame of reference is like Call of Duty and like Battlefield and stuff, it just sounds wild. Like what? 4. Anyway. Oh, new mini boss. Bloodthirsty Psycho on Higuchi Kaken. Okay. Where is this dude? Oh, he's down there. Okay, we'll clean him up later when we're a bit closer. Yeah, I know. It's just like trying to explain something like that to somebody is like, it would take a little bit of time to explain it. Like, I could probably explain it to him and explain why it's interesting, but like his frame of reference for RPGs is Final Fantasy, so it's not like he's completely like I could explain it to him eventually. Like he knows about Final Fantasy and stuff, but like even my cousin who's his like son is like, yeah, you play games I don't even know about, like, you know, like he's into like racing games like Forza and stuff. Like he plays GTA 5 for like all the cool car stuff in that game. So I don't know. It's just like very, very mainstream gaming versus like I'm over here doing all this stuff and it's like trying to catch up on all the games I missed, you know. So it would just take some explaining to like understand like what's going on over this year. I don't know, it's just kind of an interesting realization I had the other day when I was talking with him. That must be Kajiwara, the second man involved in Miki's kidnapping. Alright, time to go beat up another dude. Huh? What are you looking at? You better clear off if you don't want to take a club to the fucking face. Do you know this girl? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. cut to the chase. Sure, I know her. What, you one of our old flings coming back for another pop? She ain't nothing to me now. Now get lost. I'm trying to golf here. Sorry, but you're not getting rid of me that easy. I need to find the girl. Look, I don't know who you are. I ain't got her anymore. Sold the bitch to the highest bidder. You mean Kojima. Where is he? Yes, where the fuck did you get that name? Don't got a clue where he is. Now I'm thinking about it though. Maybe I didn't sell the girl. Might have just tossed her out with other trash. Who knows? Now go on and get lost. Girls like you can't play golf. That's true, I actually can't play golf. I'm not very good at it in this game. Yeah, imagine if Cloud was fighting shadows, which are the manifestations of the unconscious part of the mind, as in Jungian psychology. But they're really just monsters for the most part, except for the ones that are part of like your party members, and you beat them and then you get new party members. But before that happens, they have to be tossed in the TV world, and the murder mysteries are trying to find out who people who are tossing them into the TV world, and there's all this fog, and really the person behind the schemes isn't actually the first person you think it is, or the second person you think it is, or even the third person who actually is tossing people in the TV, but actually it's the guy behind him is like this ancient deity that gave him the powers that looks like a giant eyeball, but it's not really the giant eyeball either. It's like this other lady who's also a Japanese deity who's like behind that eyeball dude, but like you only find that out in the re-release of the game, and you have to like talk to this gas station attendant who gives you who like awakens your powers when you get into town for the first time, but you don't really realize that. And yeah, and this game came out in 2008, but on the PS2. It's not even the first god, it's the second god. If anyone doesn't belong here too, golf is a gentleman's sport and you're anything but. You try to pick a fight, asshole? Fine by me. I was just looking to give my new club a test run. Can I steal this man's club away from him? Or at least heat action him when he tries to swing it? No, I can't. Okay, I can't steal the club away from him, unfortunately. Do I have my own golf club I can mess around with? No, I don't. What do we want to pull out? Let's pull out... Sure, let's just shoot the man. Come here, kidnapper. Screw you. Gun. Okay. This is kind of an interesting sub-story, not gonna lie. Persona 4 Arena taking place before the P4 epilogue is so funny because it means before the credits of Persona 4 even roll, Yuno Arakami has in fact killed like a third god. Yeah, especially with Ultimax and everything, right? Yeah, timelines get a little funky with Persona games if you start taking into account side games, because there's also Persona Q and Q2, which means that also canonically, he's also participated in the like killing of a god of death plus whoever the boss is of Q2, but like he doesn't remember it canonically because they have to like send everybody back to the time period that they pulled them out of or whatever. So, you know, there's that. I wonder which protagonist, like which Persona protagonist has the highest like god death count. Probably actually Joker at this point, because like while he's coming from behind because P3 and P4 have been around longer, so they have more spin-off games where they participate in the killing of a god. Because they also have Persona Q and Q2 and, you know, Ultimax and everything. You also have like P5 Strikers, you have P5X now, you have P5 well, there's P4 Dancing. I don't know if you kill a god in P4 Dancing with dancing. It sounds plausible. Well, you have P5 Tactica, you have I guess that's most of them, isn't it? And then you have P5 dancing, which I don't think P3 dancing or P5 dancing really have an overall plot, so... I don't know, do you kill a god with dancing in P4? That sounds plausible. Yeah. Yeah, the epilogue gets kind of funny if you consider it from that angle. Sorta, kinda. Alright. Oh, maybe I'll have to play P4 dancing at some point and find out for myself. The boss design for Persona Q2 was pretty cool, though. Having, like, a god of death and everything. That was pretty fun. It'll be interesting to see what the overall plotline of Persona Q2 is. I hear that one's pretty good, too. Got more of a film vibe to it for its dungeons as well. Ugh, this is all Kojima-san's idea. He's been barking out orders behind the scenes. I'm nothing compared to him. Just don't hurt me, man. Then talk. Where is he? Just a sec. Let me give him a call. Kojima-san? Yeah, it's me. Sorry. Ran into a bit of trouble. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. If you say so. He said he wants to see you. Where? Midorium building. West Shofuku. Shofukucho. Second floor. Yeah. Find Kojima. I haven't played a lot of the Metal Gear Solid games, too. Those would be fun games to play on stream and everything. Gosh, there's so many games. Yeah. Like I said to my uncle and his and my cousin, yeah, I have that whole spreadsheet. 25 years, baby. 25 years. Anyway, I'm set for the next 25 years with all the games I want to play, without any more coming out. That's assuming I play for 2 hours a day, by the way. Which is fairly reasonable. Although I'm playing way more than that, to be honest. Because if I play for like 4 or 5 hours on the weekends, and then like a couple hours on stream, and then any off stream, you know. 25 years of Yakuza. Yeah, you could play these games for quite a while. Especially if you want to 100% them. Oh, this is the bridge thing. This is that TV thing. Or the show thing. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let me finish out this and then... This is the place. Kajiwara said Kojima would be inside. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to finish all of them, I probably won't finish all of them. Like, I'll probably just try some for like a few hours and then move on with my life. But like, realistically speaking, I probably won't catch up with my backlog until I'm like in my 30s or 40s. Who knows? Maybe if I have kids and start a family, it'll be more in my 50s and 60s. You must be Kojima. Where's Miki? Why? What's your angle? You looking for some fun? I'm the one asking the questions here. Now tell me where Miki is. It doesn't matter. You're a dead man. Can't let you keep snooping around. Hey, it's too good to have you ruin it all. Really? Then you should have brought more than 3 guys. Don't take that tone with me. You're done for. Nobody will ever find your body. Let's go. Yeah. I wonder what they'll do for the 25th anniversary. Oh, shoot. Stream pause. Oh, hold on. Holy cow. OBS just took a crap there. I don't know why, but like it just like completely stopped showing the game for a second. I saw that even on like my end. Like it just stopped recording for a whole second. It just paused. All right, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna keep going there. Gosh, that heat action with a gun is so brutal. Just like dump like 5 shots into a guy point blank and then pistol whip him. Tell me where Miki is. All right, just don't kill me, please. Start talking then. Booth number 5, over at Gandhara. That's where we locked her up. Got it. Stay out of my way. All right. This is a really like serious sub-story, by the way. Like human trafficking and all that, right? Oh, it looks like we'll beat up that mini boss in a minute. Yeah, you should have brought more than 3 dudes if you wanted to take on the Dragon of Dojima. Dojima, sorry, not Dojima. Not Dojima is from P4. Is it? Wait, is it actually the same name? Dojima. Dojima. Oh! Okay. I think that's a new heat action I just got. Now after seeing that, do you still want to fight me? Alright, he still wants to fight me. Alright. Let's deal with this dude. There we go. Hold on, let me ban a bot real quick. Boop. Okay. Looks like I'm the one who got covered in blood. Please, no more. I'm done here. I'll give you this instead. Flashbang. Okay. All right. Nope. Eyes down, people. Oh. Oh, is it the second floor? My bad. This is where we're supposed to go, right? Because this is Gandhara. Yeah. Where's booth 5? It's all the way in the back, sir. But... No bus. You're taking me back there. Sir, that booth is rented out. You can't. Miki, so you're one of Kojima's men? No, he was just paying me to watch over this here lady. He had no idea he was keeping her here for. But please, I didn't do nothing wrong. Here, I'll give you everything I got from him.
Oi.
Miki, are you okay? She doesn't look hurt, but I can't imagine what she's going through. I should get her back to Yuriko. Oh, I was wondering if they were gonna like fake me out and it's just like a dog or something, but no, it's an actual girl. I can't thank you enough for everything you did, Kiryu-san. You're like some kind of superhero. Miki's passed out back at my place. Despite everything, I'm just relieved she's alive. She said she'll need some time to work through everything, but she'll bounce back. I'm glad everything turned out okay. Me too. It would never have happened without you, Kiryu-san. That reminds me, Miki had something she wanted to give you to the guy who saved her. Here. Oh, looks like it goes to one of them coin lockers up the road. Don't know what's inside. Maybe it got something to do with her kidnapping. There. Aren't words to express just how grateful I am to you, Kiryu-san. I wish there was something more I could do. Seeing you two reunited is plenty for me. And speaking of Miki, you should get going. She'll need you by her side when she wakes up. Right. Thank you again. Yeah, surprisingly serious sub-story. Like, like an actual case of like human trafficking and like Kiryu beating up dudes until he gets to actually saving the person. That's good. I was honestly expecting like some sort of like reversal or something, like a fake out of like, oh haha, it wasn't actually a real person, but nope, they actually just went for it. Sorry, I had to fix something on my end. Yeah, it can be serious sometimes. Well, honestly, it's serious, very serious in its main story. It's just there's not a lot of sub-stories that are serious, like that serious, you know? Like, there's some that are somewhat serious, especially if it pertains to, like, a main character or something. Like, especially with Kiwami 1, there were a lot that pertained to, like, the main characters and stuff that had some pretty serious tones. But, for the most part, a lot of the sub-stories seem to be, like, a mood breaker or, like, just, like, kind of more lighthearted as, like, kind of a break from all the serious stuff of the main story. So, and then there was one platinum plate. Okay, I was kind of hoping for something more unique, but fair enough. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. No, it was my fault. I can't seem to do anything right. I dropped his script.
Boy.
Wait, you dropped something. Yeah, I guess I'll go track him down. Yakuza Sunset 4. Isn't this the script to the movie those kids were talking about? If the movie is still in production, this must be pretty important. I better track that guy down. Looked like he was heading up to Sadenbori Street. Okay. I wonder if this guy is modeled after one of the devs. Considering this whole quest seems to be pretty meta. Holy cow! A dozen people just vanished into thin air. That's one of my favorite, I think, is the funniest things about this game is like when sub-stories happen, they just like outright delete nearby NPCs or turn them around within a certain area. I think that's the guy who dropped the Yakuza Sunset 4 script. Better get this back to him. Was it in here? No. Must not be because I can't get any farther. Oh, it was up here. Right. Hey, aren't you the guy I bumped into on the bridge? No, I was the one not paying attention. But I'm glad I found you. You dropped this. Don't worry, I didn't read it. Wow, you really tracked me down to give this back? That means a lot. I feel like this Yakuza Sunset thing has a lot of people talking. You must be a pretty big fan. Well, I used to be. Nowadays, I don't know how to feel about it. What do you mean?
Nani?
Wait, you're not a fan but the director of the Yakuza Sunset movies? That's right. Though I've only actually been responsible for one of them so far. Yakuza Sunset 3, the one everyone hated. My name's Sagano. Kiryu. As you might have suspected, those pages are actually the script for Yakuza Sunset 4, Kiryu-san. They're planning on using the Bishimon Bridge in the film, so I went ahead and scouted out a bit. I see. You seem pretty down about all this, Sagano-san. What's really the problem? Is this whole film? I have no idea how to proceed with it. I feel like I've lost my vision. What do you mean? Every day on the set of Sunset 3 was like a dream. I loved it. I'd even stand up all night editing the reels. Everything seems perfect. Till the movie debuted. It was like I woken up from my dream to a real life nightmare. I wonder if this is like very meta from like one of the like the actual director of 3 and 4, like putting some of his like personal thoughts about how 3 and like trying to work on 4 after the reception of 3. Every forum on the net was in an uproar, talking about Sunset 3 was a disgrace to the franchise. They were calling me to step down, or worse. The internet sounds like a cruel place. It can be a very cruel place indeed, Kiryu. The worst part was, once I calmed down and rewatched it, I agreed with them. I didn't know that I deserved to direct another one. I gave it my best effort, but that just wasn't good enough. I couldn't capture the magic of the old sunsets. It's like got me thinking, if all I'm going to do is drag the series through the mud, maybe I should step down. Well, at least that explains what got you so down. If you don't mind my asking, how'd you end up in the director's chair for the movie? Huh. Well, I can have an opinion about Yakuza 3 once I've played it. Granted, it won't be the original version, so maybe some things will be smoothed over with the re-release, the remaster or whatever, but at least I'll be able to have an opinion once I've actually played it. Which, probably, I guess we'll be doing that soon here. And what happened to the original director? He retired to some far-off corner of the earth. Nobody even knows where. But with the fan base Sunset has, the film company couldn't just let it die, so they chose me to head it up. I was a huge fan, but I found out the hard way that loving a movie as a fan and making one yourself are very different things. I knew I'd be a challenge to live up to the expectations of the hype, and expect to get this eviscerated from my best efforts. If only I could replicate the way the old director did things, but none of this is your problem, Kiryu-san. Sorry for talking your ear off with a sob story. It's okay. I hope having someone to lend an ear helped. Well, the show must go on. I'll see you around, Kiryu-san. The poor guy is really struggling. Next time I'm at a video store, maybe I'll check out Yakuza Sunset 3. I don't know. Some of this comes off as a little, like, ostentatious of, like, the kind of the developer kind of directly, like, saying, hey, I really put my heart and soul into 3, and it really sucked to see that, like, the bad reception to it. And honestly, I kind of agree with some of the criticisms, but I really did try really hard on 3. And you know what? That's fair. But, like, it also feels a little ostentatious to put it inside of a video game, you know? Like, you know, look to camera. Hey, person, I am sorry about how 3 turned out. I really did do my best. I guess that's fine, but, like, it does feel a little, like, you know, like a little, self-ostentatious. I don't know. Putting yourself in your own work can often come off as very, like, self-serving a lot of the time, I feel like. It has to be done well or in a way that makes sense, I feel like. Otherwise it can be very, you know, a bit too much. Oh, it looks like we're going back down to Gandhara, but this time not for human trafficking, but because of a movie. All right. Yeah. He's saying, like, I tried my best with it. I agree with, like, some of the criticisms after having made it. And I wish things would have gone differently. And there's probably also talking about his mindset when making 4 as well. Like how he kind of like got in a slump after 3 and like wasn't sure how to proceed with 4. Which this game seems to have been made like around or after like 5 or 6, right? So this is like a good chunk on, like after 4 has already come out. Yeah, sorry, stream exploded for a second there. I don't know why it does that. Like, I literally saw it froze even on the recording on my end. It's very odd. And it doesn't happen with, like, the weekend streams, right? Yakuza is just too powerful for OBS to handle sometimes, I guess. Yeah, so it's like a few years on. So it's him talking retrospectively, I guess, about, like, where his headspace was when trying to create 4. Yeah, the Sakura Blossom Sword. Oh, hello. Oh, you want to be a hostess? Sure. There you are, Kiryu-san. Yuriko. She's Miki's older sister. That poor girl got caged up like some kind of wild animal. Thank you for all the help, seriously. Of course. How's Miki doing? Finally awake, thank God. The doctor says she's gonna stay in the hospital for a bit longer, but she's almost home free. That's great news. Ain't it? Anyway, I owe you one, so I want to do you a solid. What do you mean? I want to help you run this here shop you got. You mean Shine? You do know this is a cabaret club, right? Maybe this isn't the most appropriate way to say thanks. Nonsense! You're recruiting hostesses, ain't you? I saw your ads floating around Sanbori. Well, yeah, but if she's really serious about this, I have no business turning her down. We do need the help. All right, I'll see what I can do. Great, thank you much. Okay. I don't know. I don't hate the fact that, like, some of the female, like, sub-story quest people are joining, but, like, sometimes it doesn't feel appropriate. But yeah, the sword is pretty nice for being able to hit multiple people at once sometimes. All right, eyes down, or rather, in the eyes. Eyes look. Okay. Welcome to Ganhara, sir. Anything strike your fancy? I want to check out Yakuza Set 3. All right. Let's see if Yakuza Sunset 3 is really as bad as Sugano says it is. It couldn't be, right? I was like, look down. Oh, wait. Look up. I mean, eyes. It's about a Yakuza who betrays his clan to protect the woman he loves. Admirable. The characters are actually pretty fleshed out, too. Not only that, but the actors did a great job bringing them to life. Can't complain about the music, either. Really heightens the tension. But there's something off about the action. It's supposed to be a Yakuza movie, but the fights don't feel extreme enough. It doesn't feel Kiwami enough. Oh, is that like what one of the complaints was about? Was the combat of 3? It's just about over. The protagonist finally defeated the clan and is about to elope with a woman he loves. But as he's leaving the HQ, he gets stabbed in the back by a clan member he had raised like his own son. The last shot is his lover waiting at the station for her sweetheart to show up, but he never does. Doesn't feel Kiwami enough. I wonder how much of that is accurate to the plot of 3. It'll be interesting to see. Don't tell me how accurate that is to the plot of 3. It's better if I find out for myself in like a couple of weeks here when we finally get to 3. Well, I finished the movie. Maybe if I head back to Sigil, I'll run into Sugano again. Maybe I can help him out now that I've seen his work. Yeah, don't tell me. You can say if the what the criticism was the combat thing, because like you guys were worried a little bit about if I would enjoy the combat of this game after playing 0 and Kiwami 1. And overall, while a bit more stiff than the those games' combat, I do enjoy it overall. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It doesn't sound like Kiryu to try and elope with a woman, to be honest. That part doesn't make too much sense for Kiryu. He's not exactly a young, like, teenage boy or anything, you know? He's like... I feel like he would stand and fight rather than trying to run away and elope or something. If 0 had one style and 0 sauce... If 0 had one style and 0 sauce... Like, sorry... Because we're talking in terms of installments. Are you saying if Zero had one style and zero sauce? By zero sauce, do you mean it's like Zero, or it's like not, it has no sauce? Because this game also has one style, but it's not Yakuza Zero's type of style. It's like a bit different. Damn, Sagano's not here.
Nah.
Hey, aren't you one of those guys that you're babbling about movies earlier? Hmm? I eat, sleep, and breathe the silver screen. You want to talk a little shop? Sure, let's talk. No sauce to be found. I guess we'll see. I'll get there when I get there. If the combat's not great, that's fine. We can muddle through some bad combat. And just move on with the main plot. Maybe it'll be one of those games where we just do like a fun couple of side activities and move on. That's fine. To be fair, like if we really wanted to, we could probably get through the Yakuza games relatively quickly if we just ignored all the side content. Like, think about how I've spent like a month and a half on this game. If I really wanted to get done with the story just as soon as possible, I probably could have gotten done with it in like a few weeks, right? Because it's pretty easy to get through a couple of chapters in like a couple hours, really. Depending on how long cutscenes are, and like sometimes the game makes you go and like do side stuff until you can progress the main story. But for the most part. But you know, good like always. If Kiwami 1 is considered the best Kiryu has for his combat, yeah, you gotta imagine the iterations to go through to get there. Fair enough, fair enough. Sure, I like movies as much as the next guy. Great! Go on and pull up a stool. Name's, Fukatsu. Only thing that makes throwing back drinks better is getting to talk movies while you do it. I'm Kiryu. I actually watched Yakuza Sunset 3 recently. Are you familiar with it? Oh, I remember lining up for that one when it first hit theaters. Remind me again what it was about, though? A young girl who swaps body with the Yakuza? I have a manga that is exactly this, but the other way around. In fact, I have two mangas that are exactly this, but the other way around. One is about a mob, like a Yakuza mob boss, who becomes, like, reincarnated as, like, his granddaughter, basically. And then, like, there's another one, or, like, as a little girl or whatever. And then there's another one where a Yakuza dude dies and, like, gets isekai'd into the body of a princess. Listen, the art for the second one's really good. The first one hasn't had any updates in a long time, but the second one's really, really good, okay? A Yakuza who fights off a colossal monster. It was the first one. It's about an admirable Yakuza who betrays his clan to protect the woman he loves. The characters were so realistic, I couldn't help but get drawn in by it. Yeah, I remember that part. You got that right. Characters can really make or break a flick like that. And if you ask me, the characters are what gave Sunset 3 its charm. The last scene is what sealed it, though. The poor woman waiting at the station, that was a piece of art. Yeah, the ending really left an impression on me, too. It's just something about a bittersweet ending that strikes the right chord. Sounds as if you liked it, but if you had to give it a score, what would you rate it? On a 10-point scale. I definitely liked it, but I wouldn't say it was perfect. Something felt off about it. I'm aware, Jippo. We've been talking about that for like the last 30-45 minutes or so, but yeah. Yakuza manga, he turns into a princess. Dude, I'll have to find the name of it after the sub-story. Remind me to like pull out my manga app a minute and like find that for you guys, because it's really good, honestly. Oh yeah? What was that? The action was a bit subpar. It just felt like there was something missing. This was supposed to be a Yakuza movie, but there was no impact, no thrill of the clash. Beyond that, the Yakuza themselves felt kind of forced, like the director didn't know how Yakuza were supposed to act. Oh, I was thinking the same thing. It wasn't a single fight scene that felt like it had the oomph it oughta. None of that bone-crushing satisfaction. Way of the House Husband is the best overall. It's pretty good. Its art is pretty good. I'm like 30 or so chapters into that. I'd have to look, but the Way of the House Husband, I think I'm like 30 chapters into that. It's pretty good. It's a nice comedy. I don't know. I just keep waiting for like the overarching plot to start moving forward a little bit, but it still hasn't, even though I'm 30 chapters in. But I guess it's kind of a slow burn because it's more of a funny kind of slice of life type manga for the most part, with some really good art occasionally and like some fight scenes. Real shame too. Best parts of Sunset 1 and 2 were the elaborate action sequences and authentic feeling Yakuza setting. I bet that's why 3 flopped. You know, I actually had the chance to talk to Sugano, the director. That's the only reason I watched Sunset 3 at all. Interesting. He was depressed because his movie wasn't received as well as Sunset 1 or 2. He even considered quitting over the fan response. Must be young if he's having trouble taking criticism like that. Don't blame him, though. It's tough taking over on someone else's work. And sure, Sunset 3 was rough, but had some real emotional moments. First 2 in the series had them too, but nothing on that level. The old director was good at covering up his flaws, but he didn't have much of an eye for real human drama. Rumor has it he was actually pushed for the studio to bring back Sugano for Sunset 4. That's how much he liked the third. Huh. I will say, it does seem like the original creator of Yakuza 1 had a really interesting idea and vision, but like overall the plot was kind of like good but not great, you know? And like they did pull in like a different writer to work on too, so he knew that was kind of like one of the areas where he wasn't super strong at, and he wanted to pull in somebody else to help him do the writing and stuff for Yakuza 2, it seems. So, and I'm guessing this is also a self-insert for like the original director as well. Like, yeah. So if the self-insert is saying that, you know, then it's probably one of his self-admitted like things where I'm like, he's probably like, yeah, I'm not too good at writing like overall like characters and plots myself. Like, wasn't quite sure where, like, you could tell like they're still trying to figure out what they want Kiryu to be like in 1 and 2, like where his character gets more solidified and like more reinforced over time. Like the random breaking of the statue because he can't bring Haruka into a place at one point. It comes off as kind of goofy if you kind of look at it again, especially compared to like where Kiryu kind of ends up later on in the games. Huh. If you want my opinion, I think Sagano's got a long career ahead of him. Just has to mature a bit. Got some experience under his belt. Sounds like you know a lot about this. I feel kind of bad because I feel a little bit out of my depth talking about this. Even though I have played, at this point, this is my 4th game of the series, I still feel a little bit out of my depth because I haven't gotten far enough into the games where I can be like, I can talk about 3 and 4 and like the differences and like the perception of 3 and like my opinions on 3 and stuff. I do feel like I can't like talk about a ton. Yeah, which makes sense, you know. Even like if you were writing even if you had a character's arc planned out for 6 games, like there would probably be deviations and you'd probably change some things along the way over the course of like however many years it takes to make 6 games, right? And just in general, you would probably want an overall arc that has a person change over the course of 6 games and goes in interesting directions, you know? Like if somebody stayed the same for 6 games, it would get kind of boring. You know? Like if they were very flat. I think some characters can get away with that kind of thing, but it's usually in small bursts. For example, one series I really like is the Halo series. The main character, Master Chief, does not really change at all from 1 to 3. His characterization is a bit more solidified in 2 and 3, because in the first game, you know, they didn't really think that they were going to be making a trilogy at that point. In 1, I believe the like director was like, okay, you are basically Space Clint Eastwood. You are a man of few words, but when you speak, it matters. And that's like basically all the direction that the actor was given for the first game. And then in the second and third game, they get a little bit more specific about his character, but like he doesn't really change too much. So when the new studio took over, they tried to explore his character a bit more with mixed results. So anyway, My style is to write the scenario from the beginning without setting anything at the beginning. At the time of chapter 1, I hadn't decided who the final boss would be. Real quote from the main writer of these games. Interesting. It kind of reminds me of, get ready for, flashbacks, Cordy. Flashback warning. Homestuck. I know I'm getting pretty tangential. Let me go on this tangent and then I'll get back to the game. Homestuck was a web series that was created by Mr. Homestuck himself. Toby Fox. No, Andrew Hussey. That was a joke, by the way. For the most part, he had somewhat of a plan planned out, or about the overall plot of the web, and like overall setting of the web series. At the start, he started taking suggestions from people about like what characters would do next, but by a certain point it got so popular that he could kind of pick and choose where he wanted the story to go next. And so he just like dropped the like community input on like what happened next in the story, because there wasn't really much point to it, because he could just cherry pick what he wanted to happen anyway, right? And so over time it got more like generalized. Bakumi-tai in the background, by the way. One sec, Majima. And so like things like lingering on like the trolls and stuff were like by fan committee, like people really liking the trolls, so he like spent more time with them than he thought. Part of that is actually Toby Fox's fault for making bangers tracks for each of the trolls and like giving them more personality that way. But just in general, but anyway, my point was, where was I going with this? Toby Fox had a general overall plot, but because things kind of got off in the weeds, like the story took a lot of twists and turns and wasted a lot of time, and unfortunately due to IRL stuff he got distracted from working on the web novel, and it didn't like finish as cleanly, and like it's been a long time in limbo without any updates. So yeah, pretty much, Corgi. One sec, I gotta alt tab and scroll up about the ODST thing. Yes, I'm fully aware, Goro Majima. I'm actually playing through Halo 3 ODST with a friend right now off stream. So well, okay, so here's the thing. Halo 3 ODST was a project that was announced kind of before that deal was made with Microsoft, where Bungie wanted to kind of pull off and do something else other than Halo. So you can find like it under a different name, and it was probably just going to be a DLC for Halo 3 at some point, but then they made the deal with Bungie. Okay, we'll make 2 more Halo games. Those 2 Halo games were Halo 3 ODST, which was a DLC that was taken and expanded, and given a full game price tag, which a lot of people were actually unhappy with Halo 3 ODST when it first came out because of that. As time has gone on and it's just part of the overall collection, people are less upset with Halo 3 ODST, and some people really like Halo 3 ODST. I personally really like Halo 3 ODST. It's got a vibe that's very different from a lot of the other games, but you know, you can still for sure like have your opinion on it. I personally really like Halo 3 ODST. But yeah, Halo. In fact, if you play Halo 3 ODST, there are posters in the original Xbox 360 version of the game that say "Destiny awaits," which is obviously a reference to the fact that they were thinking about creating Destiny once they left Microsoft. These were removed in the, along with many other things, many other Bungie touches, were removed in the collection, and now it just says like "Fight for her" with like the picture of Earth or whatever. And then the first builds of Destiny were made in the same engine as Reach, and like testing and stuff, and those have leaked at some point, and you can find footage or like people messing around with some of the early builds of Destiny, which were based off of the Halo Reach. They eventually swapped engines and like completely remade from scratch, but they used Halo Reach to like test ideas and everything. I think that both Halo 3 and ODST and Halo Reach are good games in general. I quite like both, and the campaigns of both. I spent a lot of time in Halo Reach Firefight, and like a lot of time just playing both of them in general. So most of them characters were actually names by the reviewers too. Like that's why they have constantly do this "do smell fart stink" game joke. Yeah, I think all of the original human characters had like jokey names that you can see them like actively reject or whatever. But yeah, Homestuck has some very high highs and some very low lows, partially due to community input in both cases, and Andrew Hussey's reaction to some of that input. But sorry, we got off on a huge tangent. So, but yeah. Oh, you know another cool thing, Goro Majima? There are runes in Halo 3 ODST made by the engineer enemies. Nobody knows what those runes means. Ex-Bungie devs have said, yeah, there's a meaning behind the runes. It's still one of those like internet mysteries, or like one of those video game mysteries. Nobody has decoded them yet. So there is an actual answer to it. I know that like some YouTubers tried to like take another crack at solving it not that long ago, and they were unable to. So despite spending a good amount of time on it. So yeah, I could talk like literally for like another couple hours about either Halo or Homestuck, to be honest. So, but Yakuza. Sounds like you know a lot about this. You must really love the film industry. You got that right. More than that, I love talking about common interests over a nice glass of whiskey. I enjoy talking about common interests too. Anyways, I'm gonna catch some fresh air and maybe teeter on home. Good talking to you, Kiryu-san. Likewise, Fukatsu. Lynn Bishop. Yeah, that would have been different. Kiryu-san. What the? Sagano? How long have you been there? Since you and that old man started talking about Sunset 3. That was the whole conversation. I saw you sitting there when I came back from taking a leak. But I figured I'd wait until you were done talking to approach. Honestly, Kiryu-san, it means a lot to know that you watched my movie. It's nice to hear such frank, honest opinions. As you know, I have been thinking about stepping down as the Sunset 4 director. Nothing about this has been easy on me. But I've changed my mind. I can't quit. I want to address the flaws of Sunset 3 and make sure the fourth entry in the series is the best ever. I don't have much knowledge of Yakuza life or of fighting. I need to experience these things firsthand if I want to succeed. Yeah, you've got to. Wait, no, don't do that. Maybe I'll go join the Yomi Alliance. They should be able to educate me on Yakuza life. Think they'll hold tryouts anytime soon?
Yeah.
Hold on, this isn't the type of situation where you really want first-hand experience. But how else can I learn enough to make a film that delivers on an authentic Yakuza experience? Alright, I can teach you. I'm sure I know enough about the Yakuza to make authentic film about it. Wait, you're not one of them, are you? Kiryu-san? Of course not. I'm just a civilian. Calm down. Oh, what a shame. Just a fanboy then. Can't blame you there. Everyone romanticized the Yakuza. Anyway, in that case, can I ask you to stop by the office I'm leasing for Yakuza Sunset 4 so we can talk? Sure, let's talk. Oh, thank you, Kiryu-san. Right this way. All right. If I haven't talked enough. If I haven't yapped enough. But yeah, no, the Halo series is one of those series I grew up playing a lot of Majima. So you're probably not going to be able to drop any Halo knowledge that I'm not aware of, to be fair. Like, I've gone and read, like, a good chunk of the books and everything, too. I own most of the original Bungie-era books. This is your office? I was expecting something a little more cinematic. Sorry to disappoint. The props are all stored in the studio a lot. And since I'm only here for the shoot, there's not much point in getting cozy. I guess that makes sense. Now, let's get right to it. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Let me see. First, I'd like you to play the part of a regular clan member greeting the patriarch's son who just came home. There's not much reference material on this kind of clan relationship. I have no idea how it's supposed to go. Oh, and the son is coming home from elementary school. Just do whatever you think is natural. This reminds me of how I used to treat Daigo when he was a kid in the Dojima family office. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, because it's a Euro reference. Got it. Okay, now imagine the son is walking in through that door in front of you. And action! Spent like 14 on all the Assassin's Creed games on the Xbox 360 the other month. I have 1 and 2 sitting over on my shelf. Although I'm, since it's May, I'm kind of in a Star Wars-y mood, so I've been playing through some of the older Star Wars games. So, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, Republic Commando, the Clone Wars 1, the Revenge of the Sith tie-in movie game, the action RPG one. Welcome home, Master. Welcome back, young Master. Welcome back, young Master. Oh, I have KOTOR 1 and 2 actually on original Xbox, although I would recommend the PC versions, especially for KOTOR 2, since you can get a lot of the cut content back into KOTOR 2 with mods and stuff. That was great, Kiryu-san. You sure made sure to treat him with the reverence deserving of the patriarch's son. He might just be a kid, but he's an important kid. That's right. Reminds me of when Daigo was still young, dragging me all around Kamurocho. Who's Daigo? Never mind. What's next? The second scene is of the crown jewel of every Yakuza film, one where the hero takes responsibility for a mistake he's made. Oh. True, the fans would never stop complaining if the scene was absent or got treated the wrong way. The stuff isn't really up my alley, so I'll need your help here as well. After all, I only ever directed comedies before this. Comedy? There's no place for comedy in a Yakuza story. Need to get an OG Xbox and a chunky Samsung TV and play like all the old games. Yeah. You might want somebody to help you move that chonky TV though. I have a Toshiba that's like 20-30 pounds that I have to have somebody help me move. Yeah. I gotta fix the geometry on it actually. It's like slightly misaligned, so like it curves around the sides. I have to go and like, there's a comment I made, or I got some help on Reddit and I have to like go and try the suggestion. It's been sitting there for like 2 months. I just haven't bothered to like fix it. Now, let me set the scene. Here. You, a captain, are going to say something to the patriarch, then cut off your pinky to make up for your mistake your underling made. Sounds pretty heavy. Yes, that's the point. Now let's see what you've got. By the way, I'm up to chapter 109 on The Way of the House Husband, by the way. I know I was saying like chapter 30 chapters in. No, it's like 109 chapters I'm into that. I'm a little bit behind though. And then action. I failed you, Patriarch. Patriarch, I failed you. Failed myself. Failed the clan. And now, I'm going to show you how a man atones for his actions. Oh! And cut. Kiri-san, that was incredible. I could have sworn you were really going through with it. Yeah, I'm technically behind by like 10 chapters or so. I think they're on like chapter 120 or something. Oh no, they're only up to 117. My bad. Well, I guess I can guess. Well, I can guess how it would look like in real life. I mean, you did literally see that in Yakuza 0. You know, you've performed with such realism today. You tell me if you were really one of those in one of those families, right? Kidding. I'm sure you're just a big fan. Don't worry, it was just a joke. Next up will be an action sequence where you have a showdown against a... Enough yapping! Hmm? Who are you? That's what we should be asking the two of you! This is our meeting place! What do you think you're doing here? Don't be ridiculous. I went through a real estate agency and rented this office out. I could show you the contract. Hold on. You look familiar. I know. This fool's the guy directing Yakuza Sunset now. I seen him on TV. Wait, this asshole made Yakuza Sunset 3? The one with the critic score that practically went fucking negative? What a joke. Ugh. Look, why don't you take your buddy here and get lost, you pathetic loser? Or we'll do your whole industry a favor and make sure you never release another thing. Hey, Sagano. You wanted to see a fight scene next, right? Huh? Take notes. I'm about to give you all the reference material you could ever need. Huh? You had your chance. Now you're gonna get a beat down. Die! Sorry, I hope you didn't have a deposit on this place. Tiger drop. You want to know something sad about Fallen New Vegas development team? The Metacritic thing, where they were like 2 points off of getting the bonus on Metacritic. This guy's a freaking monster. Yep. You can't. I know all. I have tons of useless knowledge, Majima. I have been around and been watching YouTube videos for far too long for you to trip me up with that easy trivia. I don't want to die. If you three ever show your face around here again, I'll make sure that's exactly what happens. Got it? Yes, we're real sorry. You okay, Sagano? Yeah, you saved my life, Kiryu-san. More importantly, I learned a ton. You were like a beast unchained. That kind of raw fury is exactly what Yakuza Sunset 3 was missing. I've been swimming in such a sea of doubt lately. It's been impossible to make any progress on Yakuza Sunset 4. What if critics pan the movie? What if I let my fans down again? What if the old director, Fukatsu, doesn't like it? Wait, Fukatsu? The old man at the bar? I had a hunch. But this has been such an eye-opening experience. It's all thanks to you, Kiryu-san. I'm going to look over that script with a fresh pair of eyes and get this film rolling. I think I have what it takes to make the series shine, just like Fukatsu did. I have a faith in you too, Sagano. But listen, I don't think you should strive to emulate Fukatsu's style, or even his success. Huh? There are things you bring to the table that even he didn't accomplish. The raw emotion you captured in your last film was second to none. You need to make the movie you want to make. If the fans can feel a combination of your attention to detail and your passion, they'll love it. As for me, I can't wait to see Sunset 4. I'll put my heart into it, I promise. Let me thank you, Kiryu-san, for everything you've done for me. Oh, something I actually can't use, dang. Well, it was a fun sub-story. Giving me a lot to talk about, huh? Looks like Yakuza Sunset 4 is gonna be just fine. Especially with the old Dragon of Dojima in a supervising role. So you knew all along, Fukatsu. More or less. And for the record, I never lied to you. I'm nothing more than an old movie buff now. I suppose you got me there. Really, though. I gotta thank you, Kiryu-san. Sagano's gonna be the pride and joy of the film industry someday. Believe you me. You did the world a service not letting him fall flat on his face again. I didn't do much. I just don't like to see people lose faith in their talent. Huh. Say, how about we go see Sunset 4 together when it comes out? We can get a discount if we pretend to be my son. Hey, come on. I think Sunset 4 is going to deserve the full price of admission. Aw, don't get all high and mighty on me. Careful or I'll spoil the ending for you. That's a pretty juvenile threat, wouldn't you say? The secret's to staying creative and staying young at heart. Is that so? It sure is, my boy. It sure is. That's kind of a fun sub-story. Like, it comes off as a little bit pretentious because both of the creators are, like, in it. But, like, it's kind of cool. Like, they got to write, like, their own little interactions with Kiryu. And, you know, kind of talk about passing off the torch and everything between the directors. I like it overall. It could have been handled a lot worse. I do feel like a little bit out of my depth to be talking about that stuff because I haven't played 3 or 4, but yeah, we'll get there. Hey, maybe I'll be able to look back at this sub-story and talk about it a bit more once I've played 3 and 4 after this, so yeah, it'll be interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to, I think there's like one more sub-story, and then what time is it? It's like, okay. We'll do this one more sub-story, and then I think we've cleaned up most of them. Besides the shogi one and like the golf one, and that one that's bugged, it seems. There might be some more that unlock later, but let me go ahead and grab something real quick and post it in the chat, and then I'll move on. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, well, one of them seems to be bugged anyway, so we could end up just not being able to do it. So there's that one. That one's the reincarnation Yakuza one. The art is really, really good. Like, oh my gosh, the art is amazing. Like, it's really, really good stuff. And it's just a good time overall. Even if you don't usually like isekai or reincarnation stuff, I would give it a read, especially since you're watching a Yakuza stream. There's also one other one I'm trying to think of. I mean, there's like that one, but like, what's the one I'm thinking of? Is it is it samurai? There's like a samurai one, I think. Yes. Oh, why is it giving me the like first page? I want the actual thing itself. Here we go. And then there's also this one, which is similar vibe, but it's a samurai instead of a Yakuza dude, and it's also really, really good. It's like really, again, art is like really good stuff. That one's a bit more ecchi than the other one, but like both of them are like really, really good, and they've got some really good art. So would recommend both of those. Anyway, gosh, they're it's so good. I want to reread the Yakuza one again, like from the start. Like some of the art in that is like really, really good. Like I wish I could find a good picture, but I can't on such short notice. Maybe before we end stream, I'll like paw through and like see if I can find some art, a couple of the pages to pull up on stream a minute. But yeah, for now, let's go do that sub story minute. I never noticed that sign. That's fun. The cow and the bowl, beef bowl, with like giving you the doe eyes. Kind of reminds me of those Chick-fil-A ads where it's like the cow's like eat chicken, you know, or whatever. All right. Can't I disarm these guys? Oh, that's right. I read the book, so now my I can like block swords and stuff. No, for the most part. That might have been a perfect guard or something. I swear it blocked one of their swords a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's just a throw. Okay. No, I did disarm him. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Once he's read a book from an old granny and like spend like 20 minutes eating crab, he gains crab-like skin. That's also a pretty cool, like, little diorama thing there, too. With, like, the pork bowl and all that. No. Yeah, it does, actually. I can just imagine, like, Ichiban, like snapping his fingers like crabs or whatever, and, like, doing some sort of funny heat action with that, you know? My knife now. Anyway, now over to the sub-story minute. Please don't interrupt the show. You call this a show? Sound more like dying pig calling out for its mama. Now we're back to the normal sub-stories. Don't you think, buddy? I think that's a bit extreme. Bet Kiwami. Kiwami is right. Ain't just bad, it's straight up noise pollution. I'd rather jam pencil into my eardrums than have to listen to another note of this bullshit. Noise pollution? You heard me right, piggy. Ain't no other word for it. I know music, and that file shit wasn't in it. Wasn't it? So why don't you go on home? If you keep spewing that filth into my airwaves, I'm gonna have to get nasty. Wait, please. Boy. Hey, cut the kid some slack. Excuse me? You're really sticking up for this tone-deaf sack of yodels? Well, fine. If I gotta silence you to silence him, then you leave me no choice. Bring it. Alright, so I just used up the gun. What do I have in my pockets? Hold on. Hold that thought, dude. What do I have in my endless pockets? What have I got in my pockets? Well, we do have another gun, but that sounds kind of boring. We have the bowling ball. We haven't used the bowling ball at all in this game. Oh, it doesn't do the Yakuza 0 heat action. Dang. It just pounds him over the head with a bowling ball. Wait, what's the B action with a bowling ball? Oh, you just throw it. Man, it destroys it too. That's annoying. I guess not everything has to have a entire suite of weapons. I heard, by the way, that this is one of the last games of the series that came out that lets you equip different weapons, by the way, which is interesting. I guess they haven't had as many action games since this one, because Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth, I think, are both RPGs, right? And those came out after this one, so... First, I get my ears split open by that terrible music, Then I get my face split open by that asshole. What a fucking day. Now I feel kind of bad for him, but he was being annoying. Yeah. You know what that reminds me of, Corey, is there's this isekai about speed running where the dude breaks like the quote-unquote game, and one of the ways he breaks the game is by using coins to throw money at a boss that's supposed to be invincible to all forms of damage, but because you can't run away from a boss fight, and throwing money is technically not an attack but just a way to get away from battles, he can kill the boss by doing that. I've read way too much manga. I really do have to make like a video at some point in like over the summer of just like, here are 10 manga I really like or something, or like here are 10 actually good isekai manga or something, because I'm almost at 365 days worth of reading manga straight, so on my anime list. So that'd be a good once I get that milestone, maybe I'll make a couple videos. Yeah, anyway, thanks a ton. How am I ever gonna repay you?
Yeah.
No thanks needed. Besides, you seem a little down on your luck to be offering anything. Ain't that the truth? I'm Tako Yoshida, by the way. Kiryu, you been singing here long? Yeah. Just started a couple days ago. I used to busk on the other side of town, but some punk on my case handed my ass to me. See the cuts on my face? This was his handiwork. Seems like everywhere I go, there's always someone trying to keep me down. Oh, you've got it rough, kid. No need to pity me. I mean, I have ears. I can tell I suck. But music means the world to me. Whenever life's gotten me down, music has always been there to pull me back up. That's why I write songs. My music can help someone who's stuck in the same ruts as I am, and I feel like I've made a difference, you know? So you compose your own work? Sure do. When I get a guitar in my hands, the melodies just spring forth from my fingers like magic. Can't even count how many times how many songs I've written. That's impressive. So your talent is born from that kind of dedication. Thanks. That means a lot. Actually, I've even auditioned for a few major record labels. They kept dropping me mid-session. Said my songs were great, but my voice dragged them down into the gutter. I wish I could get my message out to a larger audience, but there's no way. Not with a voice like mine. It doesn't matter how good my songs are. When you've got a voice like a horse, the music dies. Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah.
That's not true. If you weren't, you wouldn't have endured all these beatings just to stick with it. If that's not love, I don't know what is. You can never abandon music. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for whining like that. I'm going to keep trying. Music is my life, after all. I might suck, but it's what I love. Glad you came around. Thank you so much for hearing me out. I'm here performing pretty often, so swing by sometime. I'll sing a song just for you. I might sound like nails on a chalkboard, but I put my heart in every note I sing. Sounds good. I'll see you around.
Hi.
I can't wait. The man who can't sing. Oh. Is that the whole sub-story? Seems like it. He probably tosses you the guitar for the heat action if you are nearby. You ever come here to me play? I'll spare you the singing then. That was a nice little sub-story. Yeah, overall, I think the quality of these sub-stories are pretty good overall. Out of the ones we've seen. Oh, there's another one down there. Well, so much for being done after this. All right, let's go see what that one is. But I think we're pretty close to wrapping it up. I don't see any more. In fact, I think that one probably got unlocked by doing another sub-story, so... Yeah. Well, I said we'd try and clean up all the sub-stories today, so... So, might as well. Nah, I missed. There we go. Oh! Stabbed him with his own knife as I disarmed him. And you still want to come after me, dude? Have your buddy's knife back. Jeez. Now I see why the sparring disallowed heat actions. Those really would kill a dude, wouldn't they? Oh, shoot. I've been missing out on chances to throw people over into the river. Ah, well. Yeah, so far my highest is 15. I thought maybe we could do more today because we'd be in Sanbori a lot. I probably could have if I had thought about it, but oh well. I can't just go and manually do it because like I could totally get over 15 if I actually tried. It's just a matter of like how many can I do while just doing random stuff, really. Get your hands off me! The woman who can't play. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. We have the woman who can't play and the man who can't sing. I see. Oh, that's funny. You were totally asking for it a second ago. The only thing I was asking for were directions. Sure, sure. No need to be modest now. I know what you're really after. The little action. Oh, gross. What? You got a little meat on your bones, but beggars can't be choosers. Am I right? Now let's get out of here and have some fun. I'm not going anywhere with you. Just leave me alone. Listen, I'm getting tired of this attitude. We're gonna have to teach you how things work around here. Besides, where's a nobody like you gotta be in such a hurry, huh? Come on, I'll show you just how great this city is. We're experts with our hands, you know. It'll be a special night. Promise. Both thugs are going to hurt that girl. Wait and see what happens. No, help the girl. You guys are pathetic. Can't you tell she's not interested? Doesn't it look like we're asking your opinion, old man? Please, sir, help me. Ha! You some kind of jacked up host, buddy? Either way, you shouldn't have tried to play the hero. Think she'll give you a piece of the action if you save her? Was that it? Sorry to break it to you, but we got dibs. Go take a nap or something, you old man. What do we gotta make you go? I can't wait to put your face into the ground. Come here. Come here. Man, I'm gonna miss being able to equip weapons. Okay. Shit, so strong. Still looking for some fun? Because I can keep going. No, man. Girls ain't worth getting her ass kicked like this. Thank you so much, sir. I've never been so scared. It was nothing. Just be careful who you ask for directions in the future. Not everyone's a good guy in the city like this. Yeah, totally. I moved here from the country a while back, so I guess I'm still learning a few life lessons. My name's Miki, by the way. How long have you been here? How long have you been here? 3 years, actually. I've always dreamed of becoming a singer, and I thought coming here to Osaka would be my best bet to hit it big. A singer, huh? Yeah, it hasn't really worked out, though. I know I can sing, but I can't write songs to save my life. The record labels I auditioned for wouldn't even let me finish. They said my voice was great, but the songs I was singing were holding me back. Why does this sound so familiar? I guess you can't get by on a pretty voice alone these days. No, you can! You absolutely can. You just have to have somebody else to write your songs for you. Like, man, you can get by with a bad voice too. Auto-tune, baby. I'm not much for looks either, if I'm being honest. I can't dance, and I can't play any instruments. Maybe I should just give up and go home. Then you need to sing. If you could throw yourself behind what you're good at, you've got a chance. Yeah, but I already did. I've tried. I've tried so hard. I've been here for 3 years, and I still don't know left from right. At some point, it's just not worth it anymore. If only I knew someone that shared my passion for music. Maybe with a partner I could get through this, and it wouldn't feel so damn hard. That kid with the guitar seemed to have the opposite problem. Maybe these two would hit it off. I actually know a guy you might want to meet. A musician? Yeah. His voice is nothing to write home about, but his love for music is undeniable. You interested? Wow, you really mean it? I'd love to. I bet we'll find him singing in his usual spot up on the west side of Satonbori Street. Let's head up there. Thank you, thank you. I love it when just NPCs just disappear in the middle of sub-stories. Like just Thanos snapped out of his existence. So this guy, you know, what's his name? Wasn't it Takaro Yoshioka? I think that's what it was. It wasn't Date. I think it's Tako Yoshioka. Oh, I'm actually getting kind of nervous now. Calm down. He's just a regular guy. Come on. He's the guy over there with the guitar. Okay, here I go. Good luck. Excuse me, are you Tako Yoshioka? That melody is incredible. Really? Oh, thank goodness I actually remembered his name. Oh, thank goodness. That's a real gamble, even though we only met him like 5 seconds ago. With my spotty memory. Now play Wonderwall. What's the other one? Play through the fire and flames. Really? I'm so glad you think so. You even know my name. How's it going over here? Oh, Kiryu-san. Thanks again for earlier. Are you here to listen to me sing? Not exactly. No. That would be impressive on an acoustic guitar. I came to introduce you to this young lady. I'm Miki. It's nice to meet you. Miki-san, huh? She came all the way here from the country to pursue a career as a singer. Thought she could use a friend with mutual interests. Wow, it must be pretty good if you moved here just for singing. I don't know about that. I failed every audition I've ever had. They always praise her voice, though. In that case, I'd love to hear what you've got. Can you sing for me? Of course, I'd be glad to. But I'd rather not perform one of the songs I wrote. They're not very good. That's fine. Sing whatever you like. Modern day hits, golden oldie, you name it. How about Rouge of Love? Oh, everybody loves that one. Let's see what you've got. Okay, here I go. One of the only sub-stories with actual voice acting, technically. Whoa. Heh, not bad. What did you think? I'm floored. I've never heard such a stunning voice before. That sent chills up and down my spine. Oh, come on. Tell me the truth. He's being serious. Even I got lost in how beautiful that sounded. Kiryu-san. Hearing you sing makes me long for even more like pipes like those. Gentle, soothing, warm. With a voice like that, nobody would ever turn me away. I could make so many people happy. Wow, thank you, Yoshioka-san. Yeah, one of these problems is a lot easier to solve than the other, unfortunately. Like, you could get somebody else to write your songs. It's hard to change what your pipes sound like. Some people just have like better pipes for certain ranges and stuff, and there's not much you can do about that. You could definitely train and get better in areas you're weaker in, though. Especially with audio equipment and like the right tuning and stuff. You could probably, I think anybody could probably get somewhat popular singing. Well, I don't know about anybody, but like a lot of people could. Hey, what would you say to making music together? Huh? I can write songs all day, but as soon as I start to sing, everything falls apart. My voice is scratchier than a pen record. It's so bad, people keep trying to beat me up every time I open my mouth. I actually got socked again right before you guys walked up. Guess some things never change. But like I said, I can write some really great songs and play a few instruments. Plus, nobody can beat my passion for music. At least, that's what I thought until you showed up. You have a lot of passion to uproot your whole life for a music career. But that's exactly why I think we'll work well together. So, what do you say? I'm in. I can't wait to see what we can come up with together. Yes! I'm happy for you two. Thank you so much, Kiryu-san. Here, let me give you this. It's the least I can do for you. Uh-oh, a different Patriarch's bowling ball. All right, we'll swap it out for our 100-pound bowling ball. Miki-chan and I are gonna climb the charts. Might not be easy, but our passion will carry us through. Not sure what the point of having a whole bowling ball archetype for like weapons is when the heat action is just pretty generic. If it still had the 0 heat action or something, that would make sense, but good luck, guys. I can't wait to hear the results. Can you sight read, Miki-chan? I've got a song we can try out right now. Yeah, let's do it. I like the idea that there's a particular bowling ball for the Patriarch, though. Like, there are those ones for, like, the other types of weapons, but for the bowling ball is kind of funny thinking about it. Like, somehow this bowling ball made for this guy is, like, somehow more powerful than the rest because it's painted a different color. Hey, those performers sound amazing. You got that right. Let's go take a listen. Those two will make a great team, and I'm sure it'll be a nice change of pace from getting beat up all the time. The woman who can't play. That was nice. I wasn't expecting much when we did the man who can't play. Oh gosh, they disappeared out of existence. No, I should have known. As soon as I help someone, they get Thanos snapped out of existence. It's all my fault. Oh. Anyway. Kiryu be like, I should never help anybody again, because every time I do, they get Thanos snapped out of existence. He did get a nice bowling ball, which the lady was just casually carrying around, I suppose. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I'll probably make some money and like sell some more swords to some of the vendors so I can get access to some more weapons and stuff over the weekend or whatever, and then next week we'll finish out the main story, and then whenever that's done we can start on Majima's Majima story, and maybe also finish out the Cabaret Club stuff. Maybe we'll do the Cabaret Club stuff before we finish out the main story next week. The cooler the design, the better the damage. True, but you just paint flames on it. That sounds like yeah, 3 whole chapter adventure. Yeah, that sounds like Warhammer 40k with the orcs, where they will like paint flames on things to make them like go faster or whatever, because like whatever they believe is reality basically like influences and becomes reality. Like there's like literal stories of them surviving the vacuum of space because they don't realize that there's not air out there. So they just are like normal until somebody points out to them that they shouldn't be surviving the vacuum of space, and then they just die. It's so silly. Like, Warhammer is such a dark, depressing universe. The orcs are like the one bright spot of comedy in those yeah. Technically there is like this sub story up here, which is like the golf one, just like do really good at golf. I could spend probably like a couple hours and eventually get it, but man, yeah. Who knows? Maybe some more will unlock as we get a bit further into the chapters, but we could always do those in like Platinum Adventure, or like when we're doing the Cabaret Club stuff. Yeah, maybe. I think it's just to get like the extra like heat action for like the golf club and stuff, because I don't think the golf club has like a proper heat action yet, so I could maybe just like record it and do it off stream or something. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today. Let me just go to the oldest slot. Yep. All right. Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to see if I could find some like, it'd probably be just to suffer on stream. Yeah, maybe we could do it in like Platinum Adventure or something, like I said. Let me see if I can find something from like some like art from like the first chapter or something of that thing I posted earlier. Just off stream, it's fine, yeah. Good. No, I gotta fix that later. Okay. Where's... Oh, there's the chapter, English version of chapter 1. Is there any good art in like the first chapter? So there's this one. There's this page, and then gosh, the first chapter. I forgot how good this was, man. Oh, it's so good. Maybe I'll have to include this in my recommendations if I do that video. But yeah, I think you guys, if you enjoy the Yakuza series, I think you would genuinely actually kind of enjoy this one. Gosh, it's so good. Like if I just here, let me pull this up a minute on I don't have, okay, hold on. We're done with the game, by the way. If you guys want to dip out, that's fine. I'm probably just gonna show this and then call it a day. No. Help. This was never meant to happen. This screen was never meant for this. Let's see. Probably like here. Oh, that's fun. There we go. I don't put my... Nope, I just wanted to move myself, not the... that. There we go. But yeah, like, just like the art of like this, right? Like, oh shoot, is it gonna like show it properly? But yeah, like when the world seems to be swallowed by darkness, a hero bearing the symbol of the god's protection upon his back shall auspiciously appear before the people. And then like the first chapter is mostly just like basically a Yakuza 1 sub story where the old guy comes in and like teaches respect to like this young punk pretty much. Just like kicks him in the balls and then like grabs him by the nuts and squeezes until he like runs away. Takes a trip to the bathhouse. Your father told you before he died, didn't he? The dragon's locker is a good luck charm. But Mom, if we have gang members and the other customers... You idiot! The dragon's different. Do you know how much he's taken care of us over the years? That's it. Even the the geezers from the smokes shop and the grandma at the supermarket seem to light up when they see you. I suppose we're just an endangered species now, both those folks and Yakuza like me. And then he gets jumped by like the hoodlums and like killed basically, but he makes sure to take the hoodlum with him. And that's his tattoo is like the goddess on his back. Gosh, look at this art. Look at this art. This is an isekai reincarnation about this old man getting possessing the body of like a young princess. This is the art of this. It's so freaking good. It's so freaking good. Look at this. It's so good. Ah, it's so good. Ugh. Are you ready to get your molars raped out straight through your taints? Ugh. It's so good. It's so good, man. Ugh. Oh, is this like flashback to... Yeah. It's so good. The Dragon of Shinjuku. The what? Oh, it's so good. Yeah, if you like Yakuza, I think you'll enjoy this. It's got that like kind of the same vibe or whatever to it. With like pretty serious but also some comedy, and the art's just like really, really good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Man, now I'm gonna reread this. Anyway. Alrighty. I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I'll have to include it in my recommendations at some point. It's so good. The art is so good. Oh, hold on. There. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Corgi. Everybody else lurking and hanging out, I appreciate it. Goro, Majima, Jeppo. Hope you guys are all having a good week. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for Persona 4. If not, I'll see you guys next week for Neku Jump Scare. Yeah, he's got my wallpaper. But yeah, otherwise I'll see you guys next week for the end of Yakuza 2. Well, technically, because we still have Majima and everything, but you know, getting pretty close. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. And in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys.